All right, hey guys, welcome to the Commando Cast. I'm here with Monk, and today we're going to be talking Covenant Masters, and he's going to give us a rundown. All right, guys, like I said, we're here with Monk. How you doing, Monk?
Great, man. Hey, thank you so much for having me on.
No, I appreciate it. We like what you're doing over there on Monk's Gaming Battlefield. Why don't you tell us what you do over there?
Oh, not much. Just roll those dice. I absolutely love the game, and that's legit it. I just love playing the game, so I just broadcast it on the Twitches and the YouTubes, and that's really about it.
Awesome. Well, before we get into it, first I want to thank you for your service. We really appreciate what you do, what all of you guys do. And again, so the reason I wanted to have Monk on today is he had the opportunity to go down to marvelous Tulsa, Oklahoma last weekend to be a part of the Covenant Masters. And why don't you give us a rundown of that? If it was a good time, if you didn't have a good time, let us hear about it.
I'm going to kind of start off by just giving a shout out to Zach Budd and everyone over there at Team Convenant, Bryce, Tim, all that stuff, and of course Jeremy. Being able to meet him in general was a treasure in itself. But that event, just so much kudos and hats off goes to them, because they bring so much like vitality and I guess fun to Star Wars Destiny in the formats that they choose to do with the Master Series that they did. Every single person was like, it doesn't even matter what kind of format they're really into, if they're really into heavy competitive, or people completely new to the game. There was literally the ladder in between those two spots, and everyone had a blast with going through it. There were Swiss tournaments of both trilogy format as well as a draft setup. And you know, for the people that want to get that itch to be competitive, they were trying to fight to be the best of the best of everyone that was there, while everyone else was trying to just have as much fun as they could in the short time frame that we're there for. So
yeah, sure. So did you play in all of the events? I mean, I'm assuming so, since you were there for the weekend, but
oh no, yeah, I played in all the events. I had to drop out of one of them because I had to record that Covenant cast with Zach and all too. But other than that, that was really it. We literally played the night before even everything started, the days of the Master Series, and then more at the end of the night after, you know, the restaurant outings and stuff like that too, which is yeah, we got a nice Destiny fix while we were there.
All right, great. So I think the big news coming out of the weekend was probably the spoilers that Jeremy showed up with. So he showed up with, my understanding is he showed up with a challenge deck with some of the new spicy tech from Convergence coming out soon. And you mentioned that you actually were given an opportunity to play against that deck.
I did. It was everything that I wanted it to be. This being said, though, you know, it does kind of have a level cap right now, just because of the infinite format kind of, you know, not going to be a thing here in a couple months, or even like in a month from now. So right when trilogy format hits, you're going to lose a whole lot of key cards, you know, force illusion, force speeds, in general force abilities, right when Convergence gets dropped. But that being said, the fact that you're able to add like one additional health, as well as whatever power that the ability comes with, is a pretty damn amazing ability for a 10 health Palpatine.
Yeah. So Jeremy's challenge deck did have like awakening stuff in it.
Oh, it did. It had, yeah. So it was, yeah. So we had an infinite deck, a standardized deck, going against all the trilogy format people that brought trilogy decks for the thing. So he wasn't prepared in that way, but it was just kind of a funny setup too. So Jeremy gave Ben the option every single time he sat across from somebody else. He at least played like 12, 14 other people with that challenge deck while he was there, and gave him the option: do you want to play against this trilogy deck or draft deck, or would you want to go against the challenger deck? And you know, every single person was like, yeah, challenger deck, I want to go against it.
Sure.
So, which made it even better kind of thing too, especially with the newer players that were there. So, yeah, it was fun. Overall fun.
Okay.
But those cards.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I mean, why don't you give us the rundown? So, I mean, Big Daddy. So, what was the team he was running aside from Big Daddy Palp, which we all know about?
So, oh gosh, put me on the spot here. It was so the new Palpatine Unlimited Power. What is it? I don't have everything up in front of me right now, but 10 health Palpatine. His ability is he can have as many ability or force abilities or blue abilities on him as he sees fit. It does not work toward his quota at all. He has two melee sides, and then the rest is like a focus or like a 2 focus. Man, yeah, putting me on the spot. But it is. But on top of that, he grants an additional health for every force ability that he has on him, and that gets crazy good, especially when you pair it with his Sentinel that he has, Force Sentinel, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is actually a droid, right?
Yeah, it's a droid.
Interesting, blue droid.
I know that character you're not able to play blue abilities on at all.
Sure.
It's actually a card text, which completely makes sense. But thinking of the fact that they brought that card in or that persona into the game, for anyone that's familiar with Battlefront 2 and all that stuff too, this was his last order messengers that he sent everywhere through the galaxy when he passed. So bringing this whole canon to the to card play is pretty damn ingenious, to be honest.
Yeah, well, and that's the Iden Versios from that, correct? Yeah.
Yes. So going with that storyline, but the card ability on this one is fantastic because it gives you a card draw essentially. If you want to end up playing the card, because you're able to right when you activate the Sentinel, reveal the top card. No, it's not reveal. It's just you get to look at the top card, and you can play it right then and there. If you don't choose to play it, then you just put it back on top of your deck. So if you load your deck with a numerous amount of abilities, then you can stack all that on pretty quickly.
Sure, and there's really no reason not to, right, with him not being able to max out. I mean, so do you have any idea how many, and they may not all have been dice abilities, I suppose, but do you have any idea how many upgrades he was playing in that deck? I mean, I'm thinking like it would be half, right?
Yeah, he gave the rundown. He had 16 abilities.
Okay, so a little, yeah, just over half.
Yeah, no. It was 16 upgrades itself.
Oh, okay.
Because then I think 2 of them were the lightsaber.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the new Palpatine lightsaber, which is pretty damn amazing as well.
Right, because it's that one you can put 2 on him, correct?
Yeah, you're able to put 2. They're non-unique on him.
Right.
You're able to put 2 on him, as well as if you have 2 abilities on him previously of you putting it on, you pay 2 and you get the resources back for how many abilities that he already has on him. So, like, it's a net 0 if you already have 2 abilities already on Palpatine at the time.
Right. Wow, that's pretty good. So,
you
really just the issue with Palp then is just drawing the cards, because you can pretty much play whatever you want, right?
Yeah, so, and that's where it kind of goes into, but now that we get into, like, don't get me wrong, like, force jump, I can see still being a huge thing, so play a couple of force jumps in there. The new force, I'm forgetting the other one. There's another one caster that he just revealed.
Well, and isn't Dark Counsel from the 2-player set, isn't that an ability as well? Or maybe not.
Oh, yeah. No, Dark Counsel. Yes, that is from...
well, it's from the 2-player set. I don't remember if it is a ability or not, though.
I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going through all these discords and things and the stuff right now while we're talking.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. So it is not. It is just an upgrade. So that one does not count, which is too bad because it's a 1-drop that's pretty good. So
yeah, but he was able to, like, so he spoiled that one caster though. go up here. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go. Nope. Of course, that's the one that's not shown.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, there was a one cost blue ability who's able to play. Oh, Malice. It's Malice.
Right, right. And that one is you're hitting people for blanks, right? So yeah, which pretty good.
That's yeah, really good. I'll take it.
But again, one cost for one more health is also pretty good, just at a basic level.
Exactly.
And then I think the big bad one that everyone's excited about. Why don't you tell us about that guy?
So first off, the artwork on Force Storm itself is amazing. It is the ultimate power play and what you imagine Palpatine to be right when he's striking down Mace, right? So it's amazing. I absolutely love it. 4 cost. The die sides are 3 range, 4 indirect, 2 discard, 2 shields, and a special. No blanks on the die whatsoever for 4 cost. It is, of course, a blue ability, blue character only.
Now let's keep in mind though that we don't have holocron anymore, thankfully. So you're gonna have to probably overwrite something for that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I guess when he's rolling in 7-8 dice at a time, maybe you can find the money. I suppose so.
Like, well, even think about it this way too. Like, if you even get a lightsaber on him, and be able to do a net 0 on the lightsaber, and then you're able to upgrade that lightsaber to a 4-star. That then gives you 1 additional health, and it only costs you 2 resources.
Right. So yeah, that's true. So if you get that, yeah, I follow. So lightsaber for 2, get the 2 back, overwrite it for 2. You've blown your wad for the turn, but that's a heck of an upgrade. So
exactly, you know what I mean too, and like even doing it at the very end of a turn because of Palpatine's power action ability, which I didn't notate as well. So you're able to roll in one of your force abilities with the power action.
Yep, just roll it in. So yeah, power action, roll a die on an ability on this character into your pool. Yeah, that's not too shabby.
So, and that is ridiculous with Force Storm, especially since you continually think of it like con artists, right? So it says the special on Force Storm is place 1 resource on this upgrade. Deal damage to the character equal to the number of resources on the upgrade. We roll this die back into instead of removing it. So you just can continually just do this special numerous amount of times, like a huge lightning strike. And it kind of has that con artist ability on putting that token on there and getting a value off of how many tokens are on it, or long-term planning rather too.
Yeah. So let me throw a deck idea at you for new standard, I guess, post rotation. Price, Biddle Rivalry, and Palp 3 for all the special chaining.
I can completely see that.
Yeah, because Price can make a lot of money. How fast was Jeremy in this deck? So it gets up there pretty quickly, especially if he gets the right hand, right? So for this deck actually, he was running he wasn't even running feed. He was running Obi-Wan's Hut. So that's where it was a nice kind of change in general, just for that extra shield side, or a shield for Palpatine himself. But just like you going with the whole rest of the meta right now, you have Feed, then you're able to play 3 Force upgrades, turn 1, 1 costers on the Palpatine, no problem. So that's 3 more health plus 3 more dice you can roll in at any moment's notice. Yeah. Huh.
So, but also even program into that Sentinel Messenger too, which gives you the additional to play an additional 1 on top of it as well, or even a lightsaber if you happen to draw a lightsaber right then and there.
Right.
And play it for free.
Now the lightsaber, you can technically overwrite. I know it'll cost you a health, but you could overwrite the lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say you can't. So after you play this upgrade, yeah, it doesn't say you can't. So as long as you play it, you can overwrite into that, and then so you can actually net money if you need to pay for something. So that's interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's... Hey, fair enough.
No, but no, price, like, so my only problem with that is, you know, you said Built to Last?
Right. I may have, but I meant Bitter Rivalry.
Oh, Bitter Rivalry. So there's my only scary part of that is one Vader activation, and you have like no mitigation.
Well, that's fair.
To kill you literally turn 1 because they're gonna put it on Palpatine.
Yeah, because he only has 10 health, which I mean, he'll probably have 11 or 12 at that point, but yeah.
And no Force Illusion anymore.
Right. Well, and Force Illusion, right? Somebody on another podcast said, well, yeah, it gets you the health plus it takes all, but it doesn't actually give you the health, right? Because you have to sack it. But but it helps you stay alive, so for sure.
But you also think about it too. Don't get me wrong. Like he could be a menace, especially if let's just say they put out like 3 more Force ability upgrades with this crazy stuff. I don't know they will, but it's a chance, right? There's still cards out there that easily get rid of upgrades. So, you know, Vandalize being a very, very key thing, and the only thing they have to do is get rid of 1 or 2 dice each to get rid of 1 health, no matter what. Alpha Palpatine. I think that's too easy to do, like, especially nowadays.
Sure. Well, I mean, let's be clear. We don't want Palp to be, like... I don't think anybody wants him to be unbeatable, so it's good that we're seeing something they can counter. And plus, we did see the new plot that was spoiled on Monday. Let me look it up. I'm forgetting the name right now.
That was a long name, too.
Mind Extraction. Sorry. In Mind Extraction, the plot where you can play it on a guy and just blank the ability, right? That would make Palp go back to 10 health.
Which would be nuts.
Yeah, and then they can't even really... So if you play it and he has the 10 damage on him, they can't even exhaust him to get rid of it because he just instantly dies, right? So, I'm not a huge fan of the silver bullet mindset of things, but Mind Extraction certainly seems like it can keep him in check, so...
Yeah, and Mind Extraction itself is going to be such a... Like, any blue deck is going to want that freaking... Well, no, it has to be blue villain.
It's a villain card, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be blue villain to even play that. But any blue villain is going to be running that thing like crazy because of like Luke's out there or Qui-Gon's, anything like that. All those flavor text goes away at that time, which is really crazy.
Oh, sure. I didn't even think about Luke. Yeah, we didn't bring that one up yesterday. Yeah, good point.
That's all shields then. You're just like, you don't do any damage anymore.
Right. I didn't even that's a good one. I didn't even think about Luke. Yeah, interesting. So, I don't know. Sounds like you had a good time playing the deck. You just got to play against it once, right?
I did. Oh no, I played against it twice against Jeremy. I went against him with Vader Jawa deck trilogies, and then I went against him with the solo Sabine. And he won both. I almost milled him with Vader just because we kept like slugging each other back and forth. And Sabine, it literally just became. I thought I had him on the ropes, but then he was able to get Force Storm out and then be able to use Force Storm and then power action it back in to do like another 4 damage. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Yeah, well, second chance only goes so far, right?
Right, there's only so much you can do. But yeah, overall, the event that they have over there is very unprecedented. It brings so much morale, just brings so much camaraderie out of the locals there or anyone that wanted to go, and that it made it just so enjoyable just to be there. So yeah, they do good things.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. So are they going to do them again in 2019? I would assume, or?
Oh, I think they are. This is the route that they're trying to go with the events in regards to the Master Series. I don't even know if it's going to be called Master Series anymore. I'll let them put that. But
yeah, fair enough.
No, yeah, good people, good, like, it's unforgettable. And meeting Sugi and all that stuff too from Knights of Ren was again like very pleasurable experience. Like we all had like way too much fun. way too much fun during that weekend. So.
Way too much fun because they sell beer there, or
that on top of that was a high point too. But.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, I think we're about wrapped up. Again, I really want to thank you for coming on, taking time out of your family time to talk with us. Did you have anything you wanted to plug before we get out of here?
If you like Star Wars Destiny, just like everyone that watches your stuff, because you put out incredible content. But if you guys want to see any cheaply made and but no, if you guys like Star Wars Destiny, if you want to see other people rolling dice and all stuff too, just head up to Mike's Gaming Battlefield. I'm on all the social medias and YouTubes and Twitches. Yeah, I'll happily see you there.
Yeah, and just to prop his channel, right? The amount of content that he can get out is pretty good. So he's always got stuff coming up, and he's always liking everybody else on Facebook. So throw the man a like back.
I'm on there way too much.
Oh, that's all right. So again, hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Again, thank you for your service. And before we get out of here, go Commando.